I just harvested a bunch of Swiss chard from my garden. I'm going to show you how to cook it just for a few minutes to maintain all its nutrients. So Swiss chard is a leafy green and it can be eaten raw in salads. It can be eaten cooked by itself or added to your soups or stews. Today I'm making a simple recipe that's gonna take just about 5 to 6 minutes to cook, and it's gonna retain all its nutrients. You see that rich color? It's from the beetroot family. So to cook it, you want to separate the stems from the leaves like I'm doing here, and then you chop up the stems separately, put them in another bowl, and then chop up the leaves separately too. Where I come from, we have a tendency of chopping up veggies and blanching them, squeezing all the juice out before dry cooking it. But you don't have to do that with the Swiss chard. All that color that comes out, you don't want to wash out all the nutrients away. So in this recipe, I'm going to show you how to just cook it very quickly and have all that juice incorporated in your cooking. Swiss chard is a great addition to your healthy diet due to its rich nutrient profile. It is particularly beneficial for older women due to its contribution to bone health. As we get older, we need to maintain strong bones, and Swiss chard is high in calcium, magnesium, and vitamin K, which are all essential for reducing the risk of osteoporosis. So you want to wash your greens separately and wash the stems separately and put them in 2 different bowls before you start cooking. Because I'm going to be cooking this just for a few minutes, I don't need to add any protein. No meat, no fish, no mushrooms, nothing. You want it to cook quickly. It's almost like I'm going to be steaming the veggies, and sometimes you just want to taste the flavor of the greens themselves, and it tastes really good. So I'm going to use my zester to grate some garlic, and I'm going to slice a lot of onions just for the flavor. That's what gives it flavor. But if you cannot eat food without meat or whatever, you can always make something on the side. You can, grill some chicken or whatever you eat with. But I don't eat animal protein, so I don't even need that. Most of the times I eat my food just like that or just with mushrooms, and it's delicious. I'm using ghee today. That's my go-to fat in cooking. Yeah, sometimes I also use a little bit of olive oil, but I really love the taste of ghee, and it's so great for your gut health. So I'm using ghee. Yeah, heat it up, saute your onions, and then add your garlic. After about 2 minutes, add your Swiss chard stems and cook that for about 3 minutes. Yeah, it doesn't take too long to soften either. These are really fresh from my garden. And then I added some pepper because I love spicy food, and some salt. I always use Himalayan salt, sea salt here. So I'm gonna cook this for just about 3 minutes, and then it's time to add my greens. So you wanna add your greens, and then in batches you stir, make some space as it's cooking down, keep adding until you add all your greens. Now after adding all your greens, to make this cook really quickly, you want to add a little bit of boiling water to give it a steaming effect, so it's going to cook for a short period of time. Close it and steam for 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, you want to open it, stir it, and it is ready to go. If you like the taste of nutritional yeast, you can just add a little bit to give it some extra, that umami flavor. Stir and turn off your fire. Now to enjoy this, I'm gonna use some cocoyams. These are different from the taro root. Yeah, these are the long cocoyams. So I had some in my freezer. If you're using frozen cocoyams or whatever, plantain or cassava, you want to put them in boiling water, already boiling water. And since I cut this really small, in 30 minutes they were cooked. You just use a toothpick, insert, and it is done. This is such an easy recipe to make. Next time you go to the store and see Swiss chard, you have a recipe to try. This is delicious. And if you're interested in African recipes, I have a playlist of African soups and stews. Check that out. I make simple recipes and they're delicious. Enjoy.